Hello my lovely and welcome back to my channel and to my desk. And today's video we're going to do a monthly plan with me in my Hobonichi Cousin to show you how I use my Hobonichi Cousin as a functional planner, incorporating a little bit of decorations and aesthetics, but to keep it mostly simple, just to give you some ideas on how you can do that for yourself as well. So if you're ready, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier life. And here we are, another month and another plan with me session. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you is how I firstly plan my month. So it's part of a longer process that I didn't want to film this month and it will make it a long video. But my monthly plan with me session incorporates monthly self-reflection in my daily journal, which is the B6 Lordstrom. And then I set monthly goals in my bullet journal based on the goals that I set at the beginning of the year. So every month I have this whole inspired goal setting process that I go through, doing self-reflection, setting goals for the month, setting intentions for the month. And then once that's done, I get into the more of the planning, the actual day-to-day things I have to get done, etc. And I use my Hobonichi Cousin for that. And that's what I'm going to focus on in this video. If you are interested in the whole goal setting process that I do every single month, let me know. Leave a like below and I can create that video for you. But today we're going to focus on the Hobonichi Cousin. So that's first things first. Second thing that I want to mention is I do use my Hobonichi Cousin as a functional planner, but I still like to incorporate a bit of decorations, a bit of, making it still look aesthetic, but just functional, just because I do find it more enjoyable to look at a spread that just looks pretty. Let's just be honest, and that's okay. So that's why I wanted to show you kind of a mix of how to be functional, but also incorporate some easy ways, very simple ways to decorate your planner. As you will see, it doesn't take me that long, although I will walk you through it, so it might take a little bit longer, but I kind of stick to the same formula. And for my monthly planning as well, I kind of stick to the same formula. So let's just get into the month of February. If you have been thinking about getting Hobonichi Cousin, I did create a video about the pros and cons of this planner, so make sure to watch that. One thing are these brass tabs that do help a lot flipping back and forth. So the first thing that I do when it comes to my monthly planning is I like to get inspired by my stationery. So I did that before the video, so you didn't have to watch me rummage through my stationery stash. But basically I try to stick to a theme, to stick to one color or two colors, and I pull out the markers, the pens, the washi tape, or maybe the stickers that kind of inspire me, or just I can kind of start envisioning a spread. Of course this doesn't take long, and of course you don't have to do the same thing, but I still wanted to walk you through the whole thing of how I do it. Now I have been debating between these two, so maybe doing a spread with this more vibrant blue, but I think I'm gonna go towards the gold and pink. These are very important decisions, guys. Honestly, even this spread, I have to say, I'm not crazy about the combination. So anyways, okay. So that's the first thing. I try to pick out colors, things that inspire me, that I think will look pretty together. And then from there, I pull the stationery that I want to use and I set it up. That way I don't have to rummage through my stationery stash as I'm going through. Next thing, throughout the month, I do add in pencil things that are coming up. And as you can see here, even in March, I have things that are already coming up that I wrote down in pencil. That way, when I sit down and do my planning, I already have an idea of things that are coming up. And that way I can write it out with a pen. And I try to kind of color code things, but not super specifically. I try to keep, for example, appointments in one color, things related to my cycle in one color, my pay in a different color. So it's not super specific, but I try to keep it by category in a specific color as well. Other thing when it comes to planning, throughout the month, if I'm out and about, what I will do is if something comes up, I will add it to my digital planner first. So for example, if I'm out and about and an appointment comes up, I put it in my iCalendar. That way I know I won't forget it. So when it comes to my physical planner, I sit down, I always pull up my calendar, my digital calendar, to see if there's anything that I forgot to write in my physical calendar. So those are the first few things that I wanted to share with you on how I stay actually organized, how I use my digital and physical planner. But I prefer the physical planner because it's a little bit more tactile, it's a little bit more fun. So now that I have my colors and everything set up, I have an idea of what's going on, I just kind of plan. So let me grab my eraser. There are more things happening this month than usual. So let me just go through it and see if I can update anything. So I was going to go to belly dancing on Monday, but turns out I cannot. So I'm going to move that to the following week. That way, when it comes to my weekly planning, I can remember to book the session. I can remember to schedule it, etc. So I don't want to erase everything else just yet because I don't want to forget everything. I'm going to erase this part. Perfect. Good. So now I kind of have things updated. So let me just pull up my digital calendar to see if I have anything else going on this month. So I'm cross-referencing anything that I put, and I just realized that I forgot I have a medical appointment this Thursday that I did not write. So I'm going to write that down quickly, and then I will add it in with a pen afterwards. Perfect. So my schedule is up to date based on my phone and my planner. Now I'm going to start by doing the general vibe and look of it by adding just some decorations. I pulled out these stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. that I feel like I want to use, obviously, because we have Valentine's Day coming up. I haven't decided how I kind of want to plan this. To be honest, I feel like I'm not super great when it comes to decorating the monthly spread. I feel like it sometimes looks good, sometimes it doesn't, so I kind of try to not overthink it, but I often always do, so that's okay. But it's nice to have a sticker sheet with kind of similar themes because then it just makes it a little bit more cohesive. And a tip that I've heard before that I think is useful is sticking to one color scheme or even one or two colors only, because then it will make it just look a lot more cohesive. That's the word. This little guy I got in a store in New York City, in a Japanese stationery store. I just clip it on my washi tape and I rip it off. I think I found something similar in Amazon, so if you want to check out my storefront, you can. And then let me add this gold as well. I like to always, I find it nice when you layer the washi tape as well. I think it looks very cute. Guys, I'm not used to talking and planning. I'm used to getting into my little zone. So that's why I hesitate to make videos where I'm walking through what I'm doing, because I feel like I struggle a little bit and I don't like rambling too much, which I always end up doing. But here we are trying different things. So I want to add some washi tape on top here just to cover up the days that are January as well. But I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to do the gold foil first. And it's also okay to just rip off your washi tape. It gives a different look. And then I will add the pink one as well. I did not intend to rip it that way, but let's go with it. So now that I have, see, I said it's going to be simple. I'm even looking at it now. I might add a little bit of calligraphy here, or do I not want to? Yes, I think that I will. I like using the Pigma Micron pens. I have a whole set of these different nib sizes, and I use these a lot, and I really love them. So this is really great. So maybe I will zoom you in a little bit so that way you can see when I'm doing the little calligraphy on this side. There's something that I like doing, which is to write something in caps and then writing calligraphy over it. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm never really good at figuring out the distance of the lettering, but that's okay. Again, I think it's okay to kind of, this is something I'm trying to learn. See, I can tell it's going to be off. It's okay to not plan everything 100% and to kind of embrace the little mishaps such as this. I'm not gonna lie, minor perfectionist actually gets very annoyed, but I'm trying to learn how to let it go. So I'm gonna try and compensate that with the calligraphy. I should have picked the thinner color, but that's, and I don't like how that turned out, but that's okay. I think this is the part where I don't, let's maybe try and cover it up with some stickers. This I think is the part about plan with me videos, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, that I don't like, is that I feel as though I want it to look a certain way before I film it, but then again, I'm also trying to show you the reality that it's not always going to be perfect, so I'm just going to roll with that. But this is to be honest with you that I do struggle with perfectionism, and I'm learning how to let it go, and I hope that this can help you to do the same as well. But here we are. If it doesn't look exactly how you want, it's not a big deal. You're just enjoying the process. So this is what I'm going to leave it at when it comes to the initial decoration of the whole page. Let's get into actual planning the different appointments and stuff. So like I said, I like to pick a color for appointments, a color for like payday, and a color for things like my cycle. I already took out a pink pen. I'm going to find another pink pen as well. Just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna start very simple. I'm going to put in the days I work from the office. I only luckily work from the office 1 day a week. So I think I'm going to use this pen, this highlighter, and put in the days that I work from the office. So I'm going to be at the office on Monday. I usually go to the office on Wednesdays, but that week it might be on the Friday. For now, I will still put it in as Wednesday, and then the next Wednesday, and you guessed it, the Wednesday after that. Because I just erased a few things, I'm also going to immediately write those down because I don't want to forget. For those, I think those are just reminders. I might do it just in a gray. This is going to be related to finances because it is tax season, and I'm going to write that in gray. So this is on the 14th is going to be payday, and the day that I want to contribute to my RRSPs. If you're in Canada, this is your pension. And then the 28th as well is my payday and the RRSP deadline. I'm kind of writing a little bit wonky because it's weird at this angle, but that's okay. Going back to what I was doing before, those are the days that I work from the office. So I'm just going to write that out. Work. Perfect. So that is done. Next thing that I have are appointments or things that are already scheduled. So what I'm going to use is a different pink. Actually, I'm going to use a lighter purple for this one. Why? I don't know. Am I going to regret it? Perhaps I will. I'm also going to use a matching pen to it. So I'm going to erase and then write out what is happening, what appointment I have, because my brain is not going to retain it because, you know. So I feel like the colors are not showing up. These are great highlighters, but they're just a little light. So I think I'm going to, okay, I really hate how they look. Again, you're just trying things out. If it doesn't look good, it is what it is. I need to just let it be. But I feel like it was just a touch too light. So I wanted to circle it. And I just don't like how that looks. Oh God, this is why the real-time plan with me is funny. It is funny. You are seeing my genuine reaction, and also hopefully it kind of normalizes that not every single page or every single thing that you do is going to look the way that you want. Now, the last thing that I want to do, which is the most important, is Valentine's Day. Totally kidding. I ended up not using the other stickers, but I do like to be honest, I like Valentine's Day. Why? Because I'm a romantic, and even though, yes, you should be telling the people that you love or that, you know, that your significant other, that you love them all the time, I still think that Valentine's Day is cute. Not that I have to do anything super crazy, but I still think it's a nice thing to celebrate, underline, even if you're just going out to dinner or doing something at home. Or you can do a Galentine's, whichever. So I'm just gonna write Valentine's. That's cute. I actually like that pink a lot. It's very nice. I really love these pens actually. I got these in France. I discovered them in France and I truly love them. I don't use them enough, I feel like, but I really like them a lot. Do I want to add any more embellishments? I think that I do. Why? Because I just feel like it. And this is how planning goes. I feel like something needs to happen on this side. Even though this is more reminiscent of spring, I feel like I'm going to put it here. Actually, that's going to be in. Let's put it here, and I'm going to cover up this as well since that is going to be in March already. And there you go. That is my monthly planning process that we did together. I think it's about, honestly, it takes me like 15-20 minutes. This took a little bit longer because I'm filming. I feel like I struggled a little bit filming this because it's like I can't focus and do things at the same time. But let me know if this was helpful or not, and if you want me to do more. I am going to film a weekly planning process as well to show you how I use my weekly pages, because again, it's functional, but I do decorate it a little bit. Let me know what other kinds of videos you like to see from me, and this was helpful, or if you have specific questions when it comes to planning and organizing or about the Hobonichi Cousin. I would love to create more videos for you of things that will be helpful for you to get into the habit of journaling and planning. Thank you so much for watching and for being here. If you can, please like this video and subscribe as I'm trying to grow my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.